What's up guys, T-Mart here, and today I'm very excited to bring you guys some Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer gameplay. Yes, that's right, it's finally here, I'm finally able to upload videos, and I cannot wait to share my wealth of information and knowledge about this game with you guys. But in this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about the game, my thoughts so far, and then also let you guys know what you can expect from my channel over the next year or so in terms of Call of Duty videos. So, in terms of the game, I like it so far. Like, I really am. I'm enjoying myself. It's obviously a new Call of Duty. Of course, it's going to be fresh. Of course, everybody has a honeymoon phase. But I think it's a pretty good Call of Duty. That's not saying that it doesn't have a few faults or a couple of things that I would like to see changed. But so far, it's a good Call of Duty, and I can't wait to play it more, especially after, release and everybody else has it, so I'm not playing all the tryhards pre-release and things like that. But yeah, I'm enjoying myself so far. The game looks pretty good. It is current-gen consoles, so it's about as good as you can get for current-gen consoles. I'm used to seeing this thing on like PCs and next-gen consoles and things like that at all the reveal events this year, so it looks worse than what I've seen so far, but that's just because that's the console it's on. I can't wait for the PS4. We're only a couple of weeks away, and then the Xbox is only a week after that, so this game should look gorgeous on those machines, and I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, it looks pretty good. The sound is really good. They've revamped a lot of the sounds. Like, grenades sound really good. They have like interactive things in the map where a grenade will go off in a room, and then the sonic boom will make something clatter in the background, or will make a fence move or something like that. So it's a lot more detailed. You feel a lot more kind of engulfed in the experience, or ingrained in the experience, especially if you have a headset. Obviously headsets are very important, especially in first-person shooters and in Call of Duty. Now, speaking of headsets, you can sound horror in this game. You can hear enemy footsteps very well, especially if you have Amplify on. I think you can even hear dead silence. I've heard that they might be working on a patch for that, but as of when I was playing, you could hear dead silence with Amplify, which, I don't know, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but if you have a headset, you're definitely going to have an advantage over everybody else in this game, so you might want to think about investing in one. Now, one thing that they've definitely changed since Black Ops 2, obviously it's a new developer, so of course it's going to be changed since Black Ops 2, but even from Modern Warfare 3, is you kill very quickly in this game. Like, it's insane how fast the weapons kill. Like, if you play Black Ops 2 and then play Modern Warfare 3, you're definitely going to notice that Modern Warfare 3 kills more quickly, but if you play Modern Warfare 3 and then play this game, you're going to notice that this game kills more quickly than that. So that's pretty crazy. This game, you go down in just a couple of shots, and it's something different. It's not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It's something I'm having to get used to. You can't rush around as crazily as you could before. Like, you can still rush, you have to be smart about it. You have to put cover in between you and the enemy, because if they see you first and they're shooting at you first, it is very hard for you to get away, to get around a corner, or to turn on them and win the gunfight, because you die so quickly. So that's just something to keep in mind. Try to slow it down a little bit. You don't have to camp, but just make sure that you're being strategic with your movements, and don't be too crazy with it. So yeah, that kind of took me off guard at first, but after just a couple of games, you'll kind of get used to it. And I actually played Black Ops 2 after playing this game, and it seemed like it was way too slow. So you have to play a couple of games, and you'll get it under your belt. Now, another thing that they've changed this year from previous years is it seems like you rank up really slowly. Like, I remember I had 4 hours played at one point, and I was only level 16. So that's pretty slow compared to the other Call of Duty games, but it doesn't really affect it that much, because with the squad point system, you can unlock any weapon you want at any level. You don't have to wait till you're level 40 in order to get something or something like that. You can unlock it whenever you want, so the speed of leveling doesn't really matter in that regard. And then also, when you prestige, you don't reset and you don't lose all your stuff. Like, it's always still going to be available for you, so there's really no disadvantage to leveling up a little bit slower this year. And if anything, it'll probably give us more to do, because a lot of people reach 10th prestige before they're done with the game, and if you're ranking up slower, you're still kind of chasing those levels, and the game will last you a little bit longer. So let me know what you guys think about that. But anyway, moving on, let's talk about modes in the game. So if you guys don't know, there are a ton of new multiplayer modes in Call of Duty Ghosts that are all pretty fun. So we've got Cranked, which is a new TDM variant, where once you get a kill, it kind of makes you a super soldier. You can run around a lot quicker, you get sleight of hand, you can reload really fast and things like that, but you also get a countdown timer of 30 seconds. If you don't kill another person within those 30 seconds, you blow up. So it's like an anti-camper TDM. It's a lot of fun. It's really, really fast-paced, and you earn yourself quite a bit of XP. You also have Infected as kind of a good refresher if you just want to mess around and relax and play multiplayer and still earn XP. There's also Search and Rescue, which is kind of a mix of Search and Destroy and Kill Confirmed, which is a lot of fun, and that's probably my favorite new game type. And then also there's the old favorites like Free For All, TDM, Kill Confirmed, Dom, things like that. There's a hardcore playlist, and then there's also a clan ops playlist, which is like a 4v4 kind of competitive type thing that's similar to League play. So that's all they have in the game so far. Unfortunately, there won't be any ground war on the current gen consoles. I believe it will be on next gen, but it won't be on current gen, so that's kind of sad. And then also something I found a little bit weird is Search and Destroy and CTF aren't in the public playlist, which is pretty crazy. You know, Search and Destroy is like an old-time game mode that's been around forever, and I don't see it in the public playlist at the moment. It is a private match kind of game mode that you can do, so I don't know, maybe at some point they'll add it into the public playlist. I'm not sure. I really love Search and Destroy. I would hate to see it go. Those interactives, baby, which we will be doing interactives. I actually already got a Search and Rescue gameplay for interactive, but yeah, Search and Destroy, it's not in the public playlist at the moment, which is a little bit disappointing. Now, moving on to the maps. The maps in this game are really, really crazy. Like, they're awesome, and they're chaotic, and it's a lot of fun at times. It can be frustrating at times, but for the most part, it's a lot of fun. Most of them are larger in size, and I believe that's because on the next-gen consoles, your games that you're going to be playing are going to be 9 versus 9, so, you know, they want larger maps. This game was really made for the next-gen consoles, and then was ported down to the current gen, so the maps are a little bit bigger in size than we're used to seeing in Call of Duty, but again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The way the spawns work out, you're usually pretty close to enemies, so you don't have to go very far to find some action. Also, in terms of the maps, there's not really lanes in the maps anymore. Like, if you guys know maps from like Black Ops 2 and things like that, typically it's got like 2 or 3 lanes, which are like main kind of routes that people run back and forth and fight back and forth on, and there's not really as much of that in these maps. You know, they're a little bit more crazy. There's a lot of verticality, there's a lot of flanks, a lot of different routes you can go through. They've got interactive doors and, you know, fences and gates and stuff that you can open. You can go underground, and, you know, there's a lot of crazy stuff that make these maps really, really unique. So it can be pretty fun to play on. Now, next up in terms of weapons, all of the weapons seem pretty well balanced at this point. Now, granted, the game hasn't been out to the masses yet, so I haven't really seen, you know, anybody create any crazy concoctions that are super overpowered, but I've played with pretty much all the weapons, and I really don't see that happening. Like, I think they've done a pretty good job. ARs are probably the way to go in this game. You know, Call of Duty is always AR friendly. SMGs actually don't play as much of a dominant role in this game as they have in the past. Like, they're still good, it's just they're not dominant like they used to be, which is a good thing, and that really opens it up for more types of weapons. Like, the marksman rifles are really good for some of the larger maps with open lines of sight because you can shoot enemies from a distance and get 2 to 3 shot kills. The shotguns can be really good on smaller maps, kind of like this one, Strike Zone. The LMGs are actually really, really good. Like, I like a lot of the LMGs. I find myself using them quite a bit. And I've never really done that before in Call of Duty. I don't know, maybe I just didn't ever give them enough of a chance, but I love the LMGs in this game, especially the chainsaw. That thing's a blast to use. I got a video coming out later about it today, but yeah, and then also the snipers are really, really good. Like, you don't get hit markers with the snipers all that often. Like, you get it every maybe 5-10 shots, something like that, but if you're in the chest or, you know, upper chest area, you're guaranteed to get that kill with the snipers, which is amazing. It feels really, really good. And you know, having powerful snipers that actually work well is a lot of fun. Like, sniping is just, it's stupendous in this game. If you guys like sniping, then you're gonna be happy. So, yeah, that's kind of like my first impressions of the game, or my first thoughts on the game. Like I said, I really am enjoying myself. It's a lot of fun. It's really, really fresh to have a new Call of Duty, but I think this one will stay fresh for a while. Like, there's a lot of different things you can do. It's super, super deep with like the 35 perks or something like that. Like, there are so many different class combinations you can create, and constantly switching it up and trying new things. So that's obviously going to keep the game fresh and keep the game fun, which is a good thing. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. I think you guys will too. I cannot wait to bring you guys videos over the next year. And speaking of that, what can you guys expect on my channel over the next year? Well, we're going to have a lot of stuff. I want to diversify. I want to bring you guys multiplayer, extinction, squads, campaign, all of that stuff. I actually already beat the campaign and recorded the whole thing, so look for that coming out over the next week or so. But yeah, we're going to try to do a little bit of everything. Multiplayer will still probably be our primary focus. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff like map and weapon reviews, perk and equipment and score streak analysis, Ghosts 101, you know, my tips and tricks series, that's coming back, whole shot, interactive, game battles, live commentaries, a bunch of other video series ideas that I already have. And yeah, so I'm going to have a ton of content coming your guys' way over the next year. I'm going to be posting at least one video a day. That's my promise to you guys. Oftentimes, it'll probably be more than that, but a minimum of one video per day for the next year. I want you guys to hold me to that, and it should be a good time. I cannot wait. And then finally, one last thing I want to start doing more is live streaming. That's something I haven't done in a while, but it's a lot of fun. I love interacting with you guys live. It's a lot different experience than a video, and I want to do open lobbies and playing with you guys and things like that. So I'll look forward to more of that coming soon. Then also in terms of interacting with you guys, I've actually been buying up a bunch of those monster ghosts codes that give you random stuff in game, like double XP, or I think player patches and a bunch of other random stuff, and I want to give those back to you guys. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away 7 of those in this video, and I was trying to think of a fair way to do it. Like, I was just going to put the codes on screen right now in text, but then I thought that wouldn't be fair because the first people to see this video in their sub box would be the only people that had the chance to get those codes. So what I'm going to do is for every hour on the hour, for the next 7 hours after this video is uploaded, I'm going to post a new code down in the description of this video. So every hour on the hour, make sure you're back here looking for that code. Have your quick fingers ready to redeem, and you may win it. If you don't win it, I've got a bunch more that I'm going to be giving away over the next few weeks and months and things like that. So maybe you'll win them. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you guys so much for being awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got like 10, 15 or so videos coming out today, so make sure you keep checking back for more Ghost videos, and make sure you don't miss any because they're all going to be absolutely amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you all later. Peace out.